sorry guys. I didn't realize my mic was muted. Thanks for the comments here. We can where I was. So sorry about that. We'll jump right back in, look at this severe thunderstorm warning that we have in Clermont, Hamilton, Warren County. This will last until 3 p.m. This afternoon. Wind speeds up to 60 miles per hour. That's definitely enough to knock over some branches. So you just want to be extra careful out there. Damage to your trees. It's been very dry out there, so the ground should be pretty much hard as a rock, but definitely can knock over some trees, power lines as well. Definitely be careful. These are heading to the northeast there over the next couple of minutes. We can watch the loop of these moving through the area. Not a lot of storms populating behind it. A lot of that is starting to dissipate now. So this is one of our major bulks of the severe weather threat that we have today moving through. We were highlighted in a severe weather threat today. We can pull that up as well. Just a marginal risk throughout our entire area. So we're seeing that now. This is what we were talking about last night when I came on here and did my streaming show. So make sure if you're outside, any of those outdoor activities that you have planned, make sure that if you hear thunder roar, you go indoors, at least for the next couple of hours here. I'm going to pull up the wind gust because that is our major threat with this event today. I'm just going to find those really quickly in my show, and then we can go on to look at everything else here. That is because there are pretty strong wind gusts out there. You can expect gust up to 50 miles per hour today. So it's definitely really strong storms moving through. And again, that rain that's coming down the ground was so dry out there that the rain that you might see is going to cause flooding pretty quickly. This is what we're looking like in terms of wind speeds right now across the area. It's loading, so sorry it takes just a second to pull up new graphics here. But definitely seeing some strong wind gusts. This includes I-71 in Ohio between mile markers 22 and 29, so be on the lookout for that. And again, for your protection, move to an interior room. This is what we're looking like in terms of wind speed. So lots of people seeing some strong winds moving through the area, 13 miles per hour there in Hillsborough, Lunkin at 14. So the places over to our west here have seen these storms already, and they're continuing to push through. We're going to go ahead and load our wind gusts here because, again, could see up to 50 mile per hour wind gusts associated with these. Hillsborough right now just seeing 18. Georgetown is at 23, West Union 22, CVG seeing 24. So definitely pretty breezy out there as these storms push through our area. And we can go ahead and jump right in to what it's looking like for all of us out there. We'll continue to stay on here until this warning is over. This is the only warning we're dealing with at the moment. You can see we had a severe weather risk for today, marginal risk across the entire area. So we knew this was a possibility, and the threats mostly associated with these storms are the wind gusts. So we'll go ahead, jump right into what it's looking like out there right now. This is a 3-hour loop, so the storms have been pushing to our north and east there over the last several hours. Lots of lightning embedded with this. Oktoberfest Cincinnati, right there in the heart of Cincinnati, right on the Ohio River, narrowly missed some of these storms out there. Again, we can zoom out, see that severe thunderstorm warning tag there. Clermont, Hamilton, Warren County, all involved with this. You can see pretty strong rainfall out there. Could cause some flooding pretty quickly as it moves into the next couple of hours here. You can see the hail size less than 3/4 of an inch is what we're expecting. Again, wind speeds could be up to 60 miles per hour with these storms. They are moving pretty quickly though. We can watch and see how fast they're starting to move through the area. This says it expires at 3 p.m. here. I think that these storms will be out of this little box they have surrounded with the thunderstorm warning here. I think they'll be out of this area by the time we reach 3 p.m. You see how quickly those are moving upstream there. We can draw a cone here on the storms to see how quickly they're moving. And you can see just 231 will be in 239 Pleasant Plain there, Harlan Township, Blanchester, 251, 3 o'clock in Vernon. Wind speeds again 60 miles an hour, 3/4 of an inch size hail. So that's what we're expecting over the next several minutes here in terms of timing with these storms. Yes, the wind is the most major threat with this event today. So we're just continuing to monitor how strong these wind gusts are moving again. There could get up to 60 miles per hour. And this is what it's looking like. Not much rain expected behind the storms here. This is going to use up a lot of the energy outside of, but if we zoom in, we can see where these heavier pockets are located. Eleanor, almost out of the heaviest part, Newtonsville. If you're on 132, 28, Woodville, Pike. So a lot of people seeing these heavier downpours there, 48, 28. As we move down the line here, a lot of people seeing these heavier downpours embedded with them. I think I see people are reporting shingles being blown off their area right now. We do need the rain. I see a couple comments out there. We do really need the rainfall. However, these are really heavy pockets of rainfall and definitely could see some flooding along with it. So this is what we're looking at for the moment here. If you're near Eagles Township, 6232, Brownstown, Hammer Road, seeing a pretty heavy pocket here. Again, near 32, Mount Orb, and here's that severe thunderstorm box that we were talking about here. Yep, this is continuing to move into the next couple of areas here. Clearmont, Hamilton, Warren. This is heading towards South Lebanon, Vernon, Martinsville, Harlan Township, and towards 132, 68. So this is what we're looking like right now within this severe thunderstorm that's pushing through the area. This is what it's looking like in an overall view out there. A few of those pockets populating up near Union County there and Franklin. But overall, this is what it's looking like with that stronger line that's pushing through the area. Again, pretty fast moving, 60 mile per hour wind gusts are expected out there. And again, shingles are being reported to be blown off the area. And that is over near Loveland, where those shingles were reported out getting ripped off the roof there due to those wind gusts. Mount Repose near that ping as well. So that's what it's looking like in terms of those thunderstorms. We can look at our lightning counter out there. You see a lot of lightning embedded in this. So if you're heading out there, make sure you're really taking things slow, taking it easy. If you have any outdoor activities planned, if you hear that thunder roaring, it's close enough that you need to be indoors right now. Yes, it is pretty windy out there. A lot of people seeing those stronger wind gusts. We can go back to that here and show everyone those wind gusts because, again, that is our major threat with this over the next 30 minutes or so before this severe thunderstorm warning expires. So this is what it's looking like out there for the moment in terms of wind speed. So this is sustained. This is what you're constantly feeling out there for up to 3 minutes. Lunkin at 14, Wilmington 12, Middletown 15. Again, this is pushing towards the north and east up there. we'll go back here and look at our wind gust speeds. We're seeing upwards of 20 miles per hour there, up in the mid-20s, CVG and VV there, 16 in Hillsborough, so getting stronger wind gusts as it's starting to push into the next couple of hours here. Again, this is just really heavy rainfall, and again, that risk along with that is the wind gusts being our major threat for the moment. So we can look at all of the other severe weather potential out there in terms of looking for rotation, looking for debris getting lofted. Again, I don't think that's going to be the issue here, but we can check it all out. We're getting pings about an inch of an inch long tree limb broken down right now, and that is in Pleasant Plain area. So definitely seeing really strong wind gusts out there breaking off branches. We can take a look at CC, not seeing anything that would indicate any sort of tornadic motion on the ground out there, and nothing that would indicate anything spinning as well. So that's all good news. We can take a look at power outages across the area as well, just because these are pretty strong and could down some power lines out there. Very scattered power outages in Browns County and Adams County there, but overall not seeing a lot of that to our north and east up near Wilmington, Hillsborough, where these storms are pushing into, which is good news. So that's what we're looking like there in terms, of power outages. Again, pretty strong wind gusts. This is about a 3-hour loop here of what we've been seeing. You can see them really develop and grow stronger as they push over the Ohio River there. Lots of lightning strikes embedded with this, lots of cloud coverage out there. A lot of people still staying dry. You can see a few scatters of showers out there. Most of those are dissipating. You can see those starting to get weaker as they move into the next couple of hours. I see the comment there, Savannah Smith said it just went through Georgetown, which is right on point with our radar loop here. Georgetown looks like you're in the clear now. Just some rain for the time being. Those stronger storms still moving through the area. Winchester, seeing a few of those storms. 274. Mount Orb, you're almost out of it completely. Just some rain left in the area there. If we move up and see where this severe thunderstorm is attached into, Fayetteville, you're in one of the bulkier, heavy parts of the storm right now. Harlan Township, Belfast, you're in that lighter rainfall in just a few minutes here. So this is going to continue to push. Like I said, this does expire at 3 o'clock, and you can see it's almost out of the box that they put it in here. So I do think they will be expanding this because it'll be out of this. There it goes. There goes that expansion right there. They just put out the next severe thunderstorm warning, and it'll be out of our area there. The next one, this is the new update here. Clinton, Greene, Warren County, 3:30 p.m. is when that expires. You can see that's moving into your area. Lebanon, one of the places it's heading towards, as well as 71, 73 as well. Heading towards Wilmington, a big bulk of the storm is heading that way. So this is what we're looking like right now, 3/4 of an inch size hail out there. I'm going to go ahead and log in to a few things so we can see a couple more things. I had to get on here pretty quickly, so I just need 1 second to log into the National Weather Service chat so we can see what's going on from the National Weather Service as well. So I'm going to take this full screen for just a second, and then I'll come back on and give you guys some more updates. Okay guys, I'm gonna just go ahead and continue with an update here. Still trying to log on, verify I'm not a robot here. But this is what it's looking like. Severe thunderstorm warnings out there, 2 of them, one ending at 3 o'clock that we're talking about right now. We just got to reload some things here, but that severe thunderstorm warnings, again, we caught it right on the dot there where they added that new severe thunderstorm warning to the area. So you can see that goes outside of our forecast area by the time we're done here, and that says it's set to expire until 3 o'clock. But for now, everyone that's embedded in this 3 o'clock warning that we're still seeing here, Claremont, Clinton, Warren, you're getting the bulk of the rain there. Deerfield Township, you're out of the worst of it. Milford as well. Owensville, you're out of the worst of it as well. Fayetteville, seeing the worst of it for the moment. Blanchard, seeing that as well. Go ahead and put myself back on the screen here so we can, we're in this together here. Blanchester there, seeing the worst of it. Heading towards Clarkville pretty quickly. Wilmington, Midland, Macy Township there. Here is where the new warning is set to end. This is our second warning there, 3:30 p.m. Again, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. That is our major threat with this storm system as it moves through South Lebanon, seeing it right now, but it will be in Lebanon proper there as we move into the next couple of hours. They're included in the 3:30 p.m. Expiring thunderstorm warning. So it's crossing over now towards Clarksville over 350, heading towards 71 there, heading towards Lebanon, Macy Township, Wilmington, Wilson Township. So we're seeing lots of movement out there in terms of these storms. Let's see if this login works for me here. I feel like I have so many emails. Yeah, so this is what we're looking like out there with everything going on. Again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, we'll go through everything here with timing of it. We can go through a future cast here so we can see what it's going to look like for you for the rest of the night. I know that is another major concern here moving into the next couple of hours, because we are expected to see some more storms. I got to scroll up here to get to a future cast that we can all look at. Almost there. Okay, here we go. This is what we're looking like in our future cast. And again, we talked about this earlier. It takes a second for these graphics to load, but we can look at what the rest of the night is going to look like for sure over the next couple of hours. So 4 p.m. expected to almost be completely out of our area, but then the second round starts to come in. You can see these green lines here really pick up. Very strong wind gusts included with this. That's our major threat for the evening. And then you can see we start to clear out. Those will move along 6 p.m. A few heavier pockets still, but overall, most people staying dry throughout the evening, maybe a few lingering pockets of some showers and storms out there moving into the rest of the evening here. But overall, staying mostly dry until that second round comes on Monday. Again, that's what we call the first alert weather day for. Today is mostly supposed to be just those strong wind gusts moving into the area. So this is what we're looking like for now. I can see if we have any more updates here. Yeah, so these storms are heading towards Clarksville, Wilmington, Harveysburg, Waynesville, Lebanon as well, Lynchburg, New Vienna, Hillsborough, all the way down, Sinking Springs. I know a lot of people logged on are from different places here. We got to get back down to our hit. We can start from the top here. let's see. We can go through and see if Aurora will see any rain over the next couple of hours here. But for now, looking at our severe weather risk, we were highlighted a marginal risk for severe weather today. That's why we would go ahead, jump on here for the time being. Nothing else has been pinged, but definitely be hyper aware of any trees that might be coming down, especially with all of that wind expected over the next couple of hours here. Definitely be hyper aware of flash flooding risks as well. We haven't seen rain in a long time, which means the dirt is acting like pavement. So any rain that's coming down, staying mostly confined on the surface, which means flooding is definitely a risk today. Flooding and those wind gusts, major concerns. We're not really expecting anything super severe to come out of these, but we are expecting to see those strong wind gusts and maybe some isolated flooding as these move through the area. You can see how quickly they're progressing here over the next couple of hours. We can go ahead, take a look at our thunderstorm warnings again. First, we have a thunderstorm warning ending in 10 minutes here. Claremont, Clinton, and Warren, you'll be out of the heavier portions of these storms here in 10 minutes. But for now, still be paying close attention to trees that might be nearby, those strong wind gusts as well. 60-mile-per-hour speeds indicated with this. You can see less than 3/4 of an inch of hail out there as well. Just make sure if you're in the Hillsborough area, Brown County, getting out of the heavier portion of this. Adams County still seeing that lingering end of showers and thunderstorms there. But as we move into the next couple of hours here, or next couple of minutes here, not hours, you'll be seeing these thunderstorm warnings expire. But if you are in Warren, Clinton, Highland counties, these storms are heading your way. The thunderstorm warn part is just going to be affecting Warren and Clinton County here, moving into the next couple of hours, as well as Greene County. Again, that was set to expire at 3:30. These are really quick moving storms, lots of wind pushing them along here. You can still see 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts with these. This is where it is right now, heading towards Clarksville. Almost to 71. So if you're driving around right now, definitely go slow. It's heading towards Lebanon there. You're almost getting that heavier pocket here that's on the end of our thunderstorm risk. Hickorysville is about to see the heavier portion of this as well. Wilmington, you have a few more minutes, but not long. Radars typically are a few minutes behind here. So this could very well already almost be in Hillsborough once we get our next update over the next couple of minutes here. So this is what it's looking like. Wayne Township, it's heading your way. 68, 73, Interstate 71, heading to the north there. And you can see parts of Greene County are going to be seeing these storms in just a few minutes. So this is what it's looking like on our radar. We zoom back out, not a lot of rain expected behind it here. You can see we have these showers over to our southwest there, but those are not as strong as the storms we're seeing over here. Most people are staying dry. If you're in this northeastern county section here, that's where we're seeing the bulk of the rainfall for the next 30 minutes or so. Again, if you're in that 3 o'clock warning stamp here, that is set to expire for you guys in just 7 minutes. So we should be out of the bulk of the rain here in the next couple of minutes. Fayetteville, you're almost out of the heavier stuff here, as well as Newtonsville, Eleanor, out of the heavier stuff, Edenton. So we're looking like it's moving pretty quickly. So this is where the heavier stuff is right now. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Cuba, Pansy, seeing the heavier portion of the rain. Vernon as well. South Clarksville, Hill Road there, seeing heavier portions of the rainfall. Heading towards Senior, Hicks, you're right in the middle of it. Morrow as well, starting to see the end of that rainfall there. Lebanon is about to get hit with that more major stuff for the moment. So that's what we're looking like out there. We can see these. Let's go ahead and zoom out. We'll take a look at radar with lightning. Again, a lot of these showers and storms are just centralized to our north eastern counties, a few lingering down in Adams and Brown County there, but Brown County is almost completely out of these thunderstorms for the moment. I'm also going to go ahead. So Brown County, almost in the clear there. We're also going to go ahead and give the all clear for Clermont, looking like all of the heavier pockets have moved out of that area. Browns County, you're almost completely in the clear as well. Adams is seeing a few of those lingering, isolated pockets of some showers. You can see them there as they populate. Just a few of those isolated storms popping up here. Most people are staying dry other than this tip down in our southwest there. Seeing some showers, definitely not as strong as the storms up to our north and east. So this is what it's looking like out there. Included with our lightning, you see lots of lightning embedded with this. We can go ahead and change this over to our lightning counter so we can see how much lightning is out there at the moment. 159 strikes with all of these storms out there right now. So there he goes, a new one as well. Pretty strong storms still pushing through the area right now. Really heavy downpours, heavy to moderate downpours out there for the moment. Again, heading towards Wilmington, Lebanon as well. These are now entering Warren, Clinton County there. South Lebanon, you're mostly in the clear from those stronger storms. Hillsborough, still seeing a few of those. That's in Highland County. Brown County almost completely out of these stronger portions of the storm here. Adams County seeing a few of these newer isolated pockets starting to form there, but overall, Clermont, you're in the clear now. Browns County, you're almost in the clear from these strong storms. These are now isolated mostly to Warren, Clinton, Highland County. But again, that thunderstorm warning is only attached on the counties of Clinton, Warren, Greene. And again, we have 3 minutes until Clermont, Clinton, and Warren are completely out of this warning here. Again, that expires at 3 p.m. Still seeing some strong wind gusts out there, but most of you are already in the clear if you are in Clermont and Clinton County there. It's starting to push into the area. So that's going to expire mostly for Clermont. That tip of Brown County will be in the clear as well over the next couple of minutes. And it's going to continue to push into Clinton, Greene, Warren County as well. I'm going to go ahead and insert Highland into the mix as well, because we are going to see some strong storms embedded there. We aren't really seeing those warnings happen for the other counties, but for right now, Clinton, Greene, Warren will remain in effect until 3:30 p.m. They are moving 25 miles per hour to the north. So again, moving pretty quickly. You'll see a pretty fast moving storm, heavier downpours, very strong wind gusts, and then it'll be out of your hair within a couple of minutes here. But just make sure that you're not by any trees or anything that could fall very quickly. You can see those storms are almost to Wilmington, if not already, and we're nearing Lebanon. You're seeing a good portion of storms there through South Lebanon, so you're in the clear now. Harlan Township, you're almost in the clear of that stronger stuff. Then you have some lingering showers behind it. Fayetteville is in the clear of those stronger showers. Lynchburg is right in the heart of some of these stronger storms here, but you can see where this orange warning is highlighted. Lynchburg is outside of that, but you're still seeing pretty strong thunderstorms out there. New Vienna seeing a thunderstorm on the way. Midland is right in the heart of this as well. And again, it's moving towards Wilmington there. It should clip the corner. Cuba, Vernon, all sitting in the center of the action for the moment, heading towards Hickorysville and Gurneysville as well. So we're continuing to watch this as it moves into Wayne Township there, towards New Burlington, over I-71, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts associated with this. These locations that could be affected within this severe thunderstorm warning: Lebanon, Wilmington, Waynesville, Clarksville. We went through all of those. Harveysburg, Martinsville, Midland, Browersville, Port William, Paintersville, Melvin, Fort Ancient, Lytle, Lumberton, Mount Holly, Oakland, Cedar Creek State Park, and Mooresville. So this is what we're looking at here. Again, between I-71, between mile markers 30 and 59. So it's a really big stretch there of some storms. That is over 20 miles, 29 miles to be exact, is how long these storms are. So we're just watching these here as we push out. We can go ahead and look at, you can see there it goes. Is passing through Wilmington right now. Here's our radar. You can see there's a little bubble around it there, but definitely seeing some showers moving through. This storm gaining some strength over near Washington, outside of our counties. Right now, this is what it's looking like for us. We can zoom out some. You see the line moving through the area. We can go ahead and take a look at our other severe weather parameters here that we need to look at. Again, we did this earlier, not really seeing anything that would prompt us to believe that anything stronger is going on than some severe thunderstorm warnings, which is good news. So looking up and down the line, we're looking pretty good in terms of our debris detection. If we take a look at velocity, you can see right there where the severe thunderstorm risk warning is. So this is where we're going to look and completely isolate our search to, and it's not looking like there is a velocity couplet or anything that could indicate anything stronger than just some strong wind gusts, as well as some heavy downpours, which is good news for us. So that's what we're looking like. We can look at our power outages again. I know we looked at this earlier, but there are some more power outages out there, very scattered in nature, some of those being near Hillsborough, right where the majority of those storms are moving through, as well as some down in Adams County. So definitely seeing some power outages near Mount Orb as well. Not seeing anything in Wilmington yet. It just entered that area, so we'll continue to watch that. Places near Lebanon are seeing some power outages as well. So this is what it's looking like out there. We can go back, take a look at all of our severe thunderstorm risks. Now, again, it's 3:02, so that other severe thunderstorm warning has expired now. Now we just have the severe thunderstorm warning for Greene, Clinton, Warren, expected to expire at 3:30. There are still strong storms out there that don't have a severe thunderstorm tag on them, and those are all in Highland County there. And then we have Clinton and Warren County here involved in this thunderstorm warning. They're moving pretty quickly. I know that we went over how fast they're moving, about 25 miles per hour right now. So we should see these heavier pockets move through pretty quickly. If we zoom out here a little bit so we can see a loop of these, we can notice that they're starting to not be as strong. They were definitely stronger as they were moving from Cincinnati here, but now they're starting to lose some momentum as they push upwards. So we're just going to continue to watch this here. You might see less than 3/4 of an inch of hail, but definitely some very strong wind speeds. We can go back up, take a look at our wind speeds out there, especially our wind gusts. One of our most major threats with this event here today, not so much the severe weather portion of it, but mostly just wind gusts. We're not expecting this to turn into any tornadic activity out there, but we are watching it very closely for the wind gusts because we could see some stronger ones out there. 18 miles per hour right now in Hillsborough, Cincinnati seeing 17, West Union 22. So those are definitely getting up there. If we skip forward a little bit, you can see Wilmington is seeing wind speeds right now 26 miles an hour, 12 miles per hour in Lebanon, 14 in Middletown. So it's definitely, you can definitely tell the difference to where the storms aren't right now, seeing less than 10 miles an hour of wind in Wilmington, seeing 26 miles per hour wind speeds. So definitely these storms are pushing through quite quickly into the next couple of minutes here. We can go back up and go through our risks one more time for everybody until we reach about the 30-minute mark. We are highlighted in a severe weather risk today, and again, a marginal risk for severe weather. And the main concern with this was those strong winds gusts. You can see here, everyone in our viewing area was involved in this marginal risk. If we zoom out, a lot of people were involved in the marginal risk today, all the way up to Cleveland there. So definitely expecting to see some sort of severe weather today. We do have those severe thunderstorm warning attached right now. If you're just now joining me, this is what it's looking like out there over a 3-hour loop. So those who have moved from Kentucky here over the Ohio River, and they're making their way into Warren County, as well as Warren, Clinton, and Highland County there over the next couple of hours. So that's what it's really looking like for the time being. If we go ahead and pull up our severe thunderstorm warning, here it is: Clinton, Greene, Warren County, Highland County here still seeing some strong thunderstorms. They aren't highlighted in this severe thunderstorm warning, but they are still seeing some strong storms out there. These again are moving 25 miles per hour, so pretty quick moving storms out there. A few minutes ago, I know we were looking at these storms here, and they hadn't even reached Wilmington. Now they are going through Wilmington. They're in that heavier portion of the storms now, heading towards Wayne Township, Cedars Creek there, and the heavier portion is almost over I-71, and I can pull up what mile markers that's near in case that's something we're seeing. Yeah, damaging wind gusts is our most major threat with these events through the next couple of minutes here. I'm trying to get zoomed in enough that I can click on this. Okay, yeah, here we go. North at 25 miles an hour. Again, Warren, Clinton, Greene, all under this severe thunderstorm warning, and it's going to be in effect until 3:30 p.m. 60 mile per hour wind gusts is our major threat with this, and you can expect damage to trees, power lines downed. We've already seen shingles get ripped off of houses, as well as some 1-inch tree limbs being dropped. Our other major threat with this is going to be flash flooding. It's moving pretty quickly, so we shouldn't have to be too concerned about that, but there are pretty strong storms within this right now. So locations that this is going to impact, we already saw it impact Lebanon there. They're in the clear now. This is between mile markers 30 and 59, so about 20 miles stretch here of severe storms. You can see that stretch as it moves across the area here. Again, this is expected to expire 3:30 today, so we're just going to continue to stay on here until this gets cleared. So this is what we're looking like. Has passed through Wilmington. Majority of these stronger downpours are within Clinton County there. Some of those strong downpours are over in Warren as well. Most of that is starting to weaken now as it enters near Waynes Township. Cedar Creek starting to see some rain out there. We do have lots of rain still over in Highland County. Hillsborough seeing the bulk of the storm right now. Rainsboro, it's on the way to you over the next several minutes here. Greenfield, you'll see some rain as well. New Vienna is on the cusp of being out of their first round of storms, but then we'll see a second round push through over the next several minutes here. We do have a special weather statement out for the Hillsborough area. We can look at that as well. Let me just zoom out here for a second and see if I can get this pulled up. See, yep, this area is seeing 20 mile per hour, up to 45 mile per hour wind gusts moving at 20 miles an hour. So very similar to what we're seeing here. I wouldn't be shocked if they went ahead and severe thunderstorm warned that. So we're just waiting for that over the next couple of minutes here. Let's look at this. Maybe this will pop up there it goes. So here is this lighter color special weather statement out there. This is in Clinton, Fayette, Highland County there. 45 mile per hour winds gust as it's pushing here over the next couple of minutes. I can go ahead and get you some more details on this here. So strong thunderstorms impacting the southern Fayette, eastern Clinton, northeastern Highland, and western Ross counties. This is until 3:30 p.m. The strong thunderstorm was located near Leesburg, moving around 20 miles per hour. That's just a couple of minutes ago. Wind gusts up to 45 miles per hour. Gusty winds can knock down some tree limbs and blow around any unsecure objects. So as you move into the next couple of hours here, or a couple of minutes here, expect some of these changes for you guys. We might be looking at another severe thunderstorm warning in the next couple of minutes as this pushes through, because this was one, this is what happened with the first one. Special weather statement came out, and then we saw those warnings come out as well. So this is what it's looking like out there with both of those attached. We can go ahead and take those off though, so we can just see what's going on out there. Here are those thunderstorms pushing through the area right now. This is like a 3-hour loop, so you can see how strong they were over as they pushed through Kentucky, over the Ohio River there, and now they're starting to weaken. You can see them not being as strong as we continue into the next couple of minutes here. Next couple of minutes here. This is what it's looking like on our radar. Here's our severe thunderstorm warning. Clinton, Greene, Warren County. This is supposed to expire at 3:30. That's in about 15, 17 minutes here. 60 mile per hour wind speeds expected with this here. And we can go ahead and zoom in. There is a special weather statement here on the Hillsborough, Highland County area, due to the fact that they're seeing about 45 mile per hour wind speeds once again. So we're continuing to watch this. This is what it's looking like in Hillsborough right now, starting to move through that area. Should almost in the clear there in terms of thunderstorms. And then Rainsboro, those storms are heading your way over the next couple of minutes here. New Petersburg, Samantha, New Vienna, we'll start to see some. East Monroe, as well as it pushes through the area, the severe thunderstormed area. Most of these storms will be out of Clinton and Warren County in the next couple of minutes. I know this says it's set to expire at 3:30, but these are moving extremely quickly out there, and so we're just continuing to watch this over the next couple of minutes before those storms are completely out of our area. And again, something we are getting messages about right now are the showers over to our southwest here. A lot of these look like they're weakening as they move into the next couple of minutes. So we can go ahead, zoom out here, put it in a loop, and you can see how It was a little bit of a bigger mass of rain moving through, but that is since dissipated as it's continuing to push through. And that's exactly what's happening to these storms as well. You can see how strong they were, and now they're moving through and getting weaker as they progress there. So this is what it's looking like for the moment. Again, let's move it to where it is now. Yep, there we go. So it is passing through Wilmington right now. A lot of those stronger storms out of the way as we move into the next couple of minutes here. Still watching the Wilmington area for these thunderstorms. Still trying to get logged in. To this. Let's see. Definitely, if you're heading out there, again, watching for those heavier downpours, lots of lightning strikes embedded in this. Strong wind gusts as well. That's our major story for today, is those strong wind gusts out there. Ah, you guys, I finally got in. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm almost logged in. Sorry about that. Oh, that's because that's the wrong. Okay, so this is what we're looking like outside right now. We can give another quick update here. We are nearing the end of our live stream here. I'm glad it's beautiful and sunny over in Indiana right now. Definitely not seeing rainfall right now like the rest of us are. Here's what it's looking like for everybody else. We zoom on out, see everything that's going on. Indiana, mostly dry for the moment here. You can see maybe a few showers out there, but most people are staying dry for the moment. Down in Kentucky, let's go ahead and take a look at that here. You can see a few showers moving into the area. A lot of these dissipating though as they move through the area. A lot of people need rain though, so we're okay with a couple of showers out there. This is what it's looking like up near Wilmington. Most of those heavier pockets move through the area. We can almost give the all clear here for those thunderstorms in a couple of our counties. And that is in Warren, Clinton. Again, the National Weather Service just dropped that severe thunderstorm warning. So everybody is in the clear for those severe thunderstorm warnings. However, we do still have pretty strong storms out there moving through the area. Again, most people that are sitting in Warren County are in the clear right now. Maybe a lingering shower out there, but that heavier pockets of stuff is all isolated over in Clinton County right now. And then as we move over to Highland County, we still see some of those stronger thunderstorms out there. There are still special weather statements out there. We can go ahead and take a look at those so that we can tell you guys what's going on with the rest of it. You can see those special weather statements mostly outside of our area, but you can see we do have that special weather statement for Clinton, Fayette, Highland County here. You can see that's this box highlighted in this tan color. And we have another one that's mostly confined out of our area, Clinton, Fayette, Greene County. One is set to expire at 3:30. That's the one that's in Highland County there. The other one, 3:45. This one was just issued right after they canceled the severe thunderstorm warning there. 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts expected as those storms keep pushing through. 45 as they push through Highland County there. For right now, that's what it's looking like out there. We can go ahead and get a little bit deeper. Let's go ahead and look at the first one, the one that's going to expire the quickest here. This is what it's looking like. Strong thunderstorms impacting southern Fayette County, as well as eastern Clinton, northeastern Highland, and western Ross counties, expected until 3:30 p.m. So we have about 10 more minutes until this special weather statement expires here. Wind gusts up to 45 miles an hour. Again, that's strong enough to knock down tree limbs as well as blow down any unsecured objects. So if you have trash cans out or anything like that, definitely could knock some of those over. If you're outdoors, make sure you seek shelter inside of a sturdy building. You don't want to be outside when any of this is happening. You see we're getting a new update there on our radar. Again, a lot of that strong stuff is now out of Wilmington area. It's continuing to push out of our DMA. This is what it's looking like for our other special weather statement. 3:45 is when this one expires. 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts, so a little bit stronger. This was near Jamestown, moving 20 miles per hour, so pretty strong out there. As we move into the next couple of minutes here, these are set to expire. We are out of that severe thunderstorm warning, so most people are in the clear right now in terms of that severe thunderstorm warning, but there are still strong thunderstorms out there. This is between I-71 between mile markers 52 and 73, so about 20 miles long here as it crosses over the interstate. But again, most of this is out of our area coming up in the next few minutes. So wanted to go ahead, go through that. This is what it's looking like. A more wide scope of what's happening. Clear and dry mostly over in Indiana, maybe a few showers. Showers starting to populate in Kentucky there. And those will start to push through as we move. We start to see a few of those leaving Ohio here. I just need to text someone and tell them that. Yeah, we just have a few more minutes here with those stronger thunderstorms in our viewing area until they move on outside of it. For the moment here, we can go ahead and give the all clear for a couple of counties, Warren being one of them, Clermont, Browns County, Adams County seeing a few of those thunderstorms still in the area, but those don't have any special weather statements attached to them, just some strong thunderstorms out there. This is what it's looking like for Hillsborough and the Highland County area. They have a special weather statement attached to it, 45-mile-per-hour wind gust. You can see a lot of those stronger storms. Rainsboro there, it's pushing through that area, as well as New Petersburg, East Monroe, Bridges Road, seeing a lot of those thunderstorms heading up towards Greenfield. And then if we look at the other side of these thunderstorms here, you can really see those are starting to move out of the area, weaken a little bit as well. They definitely aren't as strong as they were a few minutes ago, but you can see it crossing over I-71 and starting to get into Greene County there. So we're almost in the clear for all of these thunderstorms. There is no more warning attached to these, but again, the special weather statement is out 45 minutes, 45-mile-per-hour wind gust out there. That's what it's looking like for the moment. Find where I actually got into. Yeah, we're seeing some local reports here, some thunderstorm damages out there. 3 foot in diameter tree is down. That's in Clearmont, Ohio. Gust at 54 miles per hour. That was at the Wilmington Air Park there. So this is just a little update. Yeah, that is a storm report. That a 3 foot in diameter tree is down again in Clearmont. So seeing some damages from these storms out there. They're starting to weaken a little bit as they leave our area. We do really need the rain out there. I know we were talking about this a few times, but we are in a pretty significant drought, and all of this rainfall on us, when it's really, really dry out there, it hits the ground and the dirt is acting as if it is pavement. And so the reason why we might have concerns with flooding, especially tomorrow, because we're going to have showers and thunderstorms lingering into early tomorrow morning here. That's the reason tomorrow is a first alert weather day. We're going to be seeing a pretty substantial amount of rainfall. So this is what it's looking like out there. For the time being, no other warnings have been put out for our area. Most other people staying dry. Again, maybe a few spits of rain out there confined in Kentucky. Maybe a few showers over in Indiana, but most people seeing pretty clear skies out there. So these are going to continue to push through the area over the next couple of minutes. Here we'll stay on just for a couple more minutes here, maybe 5 more minutes for this Hillsborough area, because I feel like that's the only real area that might get another warning attached to it in this Highland County. So we're just going to continue to watch that just for a second here. Again, we went through those severe weather parameters. Again, we weren't really expecting all that much severe weather, mainly just those strong wind gusts, again, knocking down trees. We saw the 3 foot in diameter tree that was knocked down in Clearmont there. Again, this is what we would look at. One of the things we would look at to see if we could confirm a tornado out there. We're not seeing anything in the area that would indicate anything that has debris being lofted. And if we take a look at our velocity, another thing we would look at, we're not seeing anything that would indicate anything rotating out there. Even in Hillsborough and Highland County and up in our other counties either. We're not really seeing that in Clinton. So we're looking pretty good in terms of severe weather. I know a lot of people really, really need the rain out there. So this is really good for us. I know we're going to get a lot of rain over the next several days here. So we need the rain and we're going to see it. Trust me. We are in that drought. We are in some burn bans out there. We need some rain, and it's on the way. Maybe it's just confined to our more northeastern counties for now, but we definitely will see some more widespread rain tomorrow. We can go through that here. I know a lot of you are probably a little concerned with some things here. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that up so we can look at it, because I know a lot of people, we know we have a first alert weather day tomorrow, and again, due to those thunderstorms that we're going to see, and that will increase our risk for some flooding. So let's go ahead and track that out for you here. It's taking a second to load. 5 p.m., most of those are out of the area. Okay, let's go ahead and skip forward. Monday early morning is when we start to see some of those stronger thunderstorms pass through. You saw how quickly those bounce into some stronger pockets. This is 5 p.m. So all day long we're going to be seeing some of those thunderstorms push through the area, even lingering into Tuesday. Lots of rainfall on the way over the next several days here. Again, we can pull this up. One last look out there as we move into the next couple of minutes before we log off. Again, severe thunderstorm warnings have been removed at this time, and we're just left with some special weather statements saying the thunderstorms have really strong wind gusts. It's part of our message all along here. This is what it's looking like. Most of those stronger storms are moving past Wilmington there and out of our forecast area, and that's going to be the same story here in a couple of minutes for our Highland County storms as well. We do have a few of those thunderstorms still populating down in Adams County. No thunderstorm warnings are out there anymore, just some special weather statements over the next couple of minutes. If I take a look at our National Weather Service chat, make sure they're not saying anything new out there. They just issued a new special weather statement for portions of Fayette County, southwestern Pickaway, and southeastern Madison and western Ross County until 4 p.m. All of those are not in our area there. So we're staying pretty dry here. We're expecting over the next couple of days here through Tuesday night to be seeing anywhere from 1 inch to 1.5 inches of rain. So that's a pretty significant amount of rainfall, especially since we haven't been seeing a whole lot of rain out there. Again, that's what comes with our concern of some flooding over the next couple of days here. This is what it's looking like outside. I do see a ping here of hail being embedded in this storm right up here near Dayton. So if you're up near Dayton, we do have this little isolated storm out there, about pea-size hail, so about the size of a quarter, is popping up there. Yep, lots of indication that we're seeing some pea-sized hail embedded in this storm here, and that is to the east of Dayton here. You can see that's a pretty big storm moving over 675 there. But for our area, those storms seem to be weakening as they move through our county area and move through Warren County there. Hillsborough County is almost clear of all of those strong thunderstorms that are moving through. Our other storm here that we're taking a closer look at is down in Adams County, heading towards Pebbles there. So just keeping an eye on that. It is pretty isolated in nature. Here is another thunderstorm outside of our viewing area, but looks pretty strong if we continue to watch that. It's a really strong thunderstorm that's pushing through, and that's pushing up towards the north. So we'll continue to track that out as well. As we head towards Greenfield, that's where these severe thunderstorms are starting to move through. Fruitsdale maybe gets a little on the cusp of seeing some of these. Not everyone will see some. New Petersburg there is almost out of the stronger thunderstorms as well. So not really seeing any indication of anything tornadic out there, and we took a look at those severe weather parameters as well. All of those severe thunderstorm warnings have now been dropped off of us, and we're not expecting anything to let's see, 2:30. Oh, okay, just making sure that wasn't a recent update there. Yeah, we're not expecting anything else to generate here. No more severe thunderstorm threats over the next couple of minutes. I'm going to go ahead and put this live to make sure that we don't log off before anything else gets tacked on here. But everyone that is in, let's see, everyone that's in Warren, Clinton, Warren County is in the clear. Clinton County is almost in the clear there. Highland's still seeing a pretty good bulk of the storm up to the northeast there, but a lot of people just seeing those lighter showers and thunderstorms. Adams County does have a bigger pocket of rain there. You can see just above West Union, but it's not looking like they're going to attach anything to that. I'm going to go ahead and let this continue to loop. I'm going to put it full screen, take a little break, drink some water here for a second, and then I'll come back on and see if there are any updates before we log off. Hey guys, I know there's a few people still on here. I wanted to go ahead and give a slight update here that we do have some power outages across the area. Clermont County has 4,192 people without power right now as the severe thunderstorms move through. That's about 5% of their customers. So some people definitely seeing some power outages. I can get some more updated details on that if you give me just 1 second here. I know a lot of people watching this on Facebook needing electricity. I'm not live anywhere else, but let's go ahead. This is Ohio. Looking at Clermont, 4,326 people in Clermont without power right now. Highland County seeing 227 customers without power for the moment here. 76 people out in Browns County. Nobody lost power yet in Adams County. You can see Clinton 9, 5 people in Warren. 143 people in Hamilton County are without power. 98 people in Butler. So just wanted to go ahead and give everyone an update that we have a few places without any power out there. Again, this is what it's looking like on the radar. We don't have any of those warnings attached to any of these storms anymore. Most of those out of our Highland County there, staying rainy, but not with those stronger downpours there in Warren County. So that's what it's looking like. We can zoom back into our one little pocket of storms starting to move out of Adams County there. Most people in the clear for now, so I'm going to go ahead log off. Thanks for coming on here and joining me. If we have any updates with these severe weather storms, I'll keep you guys updated. That's all for right now, so stay safe out there for the rest of the night. Tomorrow we have some more severe weather happening. I'm going live again at 6 p.m. so you guys can get on here and check out the update then. Until then, I hope everyone has a great rest of your Sunday. Stay safe. Make sure you download our First Alert Weather app for any updates. We send push notifications all the time for events such like this. So make sure you're staying updated over the next couple of hours here and into the next day or so, especially because tomorrow's the first alert weather day. Want to make sure everybody is staying safe and weather aware. That's all I have for you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day and stay safe.